all the details of Collingwood's win in the clash at the MCG.
Dacos get it, they do. Peter Dacos on the left foot.
Tonight, everyone, Collingwood is within one step of ending its 32-year premiership drought after demolishing Essendon by 63 points in the second semi-final at the MCG. The Magpies were never headed, although Essendon got to within a kick early in the third term. But after that, it was one-way traffic, Collingwood kicking 10 of the last 11 goals to blitz the Bombers and earn favouritism for the flag. Final scores, Collingwood 17-15-117, Essendon 7-12-54. For the Magpies, Gavin Brown kicked 5, all in the first half. Barwick and Dacos 3 apiece, while Paul Salmon with 3 was the Bombers' only multiple goal kicker. It was a comparatively tame opening, Anderson feeling the desperate Collingwood tackling and Dacos put through the first of the match. 2 minutes later, some good work by Monkhorst set up Brown and the Pies led by 14 points. Brown was proving a real thorn in Essendon's side, getting his second, but when Mark Harvey found some space, something few Bombers had been able to do, the margin was back to just 8 points. But the quarter belonged to Collingwood, a long bomb by Barwick giving them a lead of 14 points at quarter time. The Magpies started the second quarter in great fashion when some clever work by Dacos and good use of the body by Monkhorst gave Brown his third. Van der Haar replied after one of his vintage grabs, but it was in defence where the Bombers were having problems, trying a succession of stoppers on Brown to no avail, and he brought up goal number 5. But then Essendon, who looked in real trouble, snuck back into it after a clever goal to Bomber Thompson, and then Salmon proved too big for Christian, and at half-time Essendon trailed by only 2 goals. After the break, the Bombers drew within a goal when Salmon took a great one-hander and kicked truly, and soon afterwards Van der Haar looked as though he'd levelled the scores, but the kick was touched off the boot by Kelly. But the Magpies stood up to the pressure in magnificent fashion, and when Dacos manufactured something out of nothing, they'd consolidated their lead. And then Russell found the running Barwick, who let go with a ball burster from inside the centre square, and Collingwood was 22 points up. The pressure was telling on the Essendon players, who were forced into making mistakes by the Magpies' persistence, and when Madden and Kickett made a dreadful error, Scott Russell was there to pounce, and at three-quarter time it was Collingwood by 28 points. Any slim chance of an Essendon comeback died after 2 minutes when Russell again got clear, and it was all but over. Starcevic, who'd started on the bench, chimed in with 2 goals in the final term, and when Dacos got his third after a great mark, the Maggies were home by 63 points. Collingwood into its first grand final in 9 years, while the Bombers have plenty to think about before next week's clash with the confident Eagles. And after the match, Eddie Maguire was on hand to visit the Collingwood rooms, and he spoke first of all with Magpie champ Peter Dacos.
Yeah, I think it was just persistence that really ran them down. You know, Essendon unfortunately haven't had a hit out now for about a few of their players for about 5-6 weeks. So, you know, we felt that would be against them in a hard physical game. They might have been able to keep up for a quarter or two, but then I felt if we were really at them, we felt that if we were really at them, that we were going to eventually wear them down. I think we did that. And the good part about it is, even at the 25-minute mark, guys were still running straight at the ball, and, you know, we just kept going.
Well, I think we always knew with Essendon's preparation that, you know, that by the end of the day, particularly on a hot day, that they might be struggling a bit. So we knew if we just kept persisting and working hard and doing the things we'd done in the first half, that eventually we'd get on top, and it worked out that way.
We're there now. I mean, in 2 weeks' time, there'll be a 50-50 bet. We'll be playing Eagles or Essendon, and either way, it's a completely new and different game.
Still on footy, and West Coast Eagles utility Dwayne Lamb will miss the